I think there's a good chance there are going to be books written about Elon Musk and Tesla. And I don't mean these kinds of books. I'm thinking more along the lines of this type. And before the cult of Musk objects, I want to be clear. I haven't uncovered any evidence, nor have I seen any from anyone else, of outright fraud at Tesla. But all is not well at the company, and that's putting it mildly. And these problems are personified via the increasingly erratic behaviour of CEO Elon Musk. It's no secret that the achievements of Tesla have consistently fallen short of expectations. Expectations largely driven by the public pronouncements of Elon Musk. And it's starting to catch up with Musk and the company. The share price peaked in June last year at $383 and is now approximately $313.50, a fall of about 18%. Over the same period, the Nasdaq 100, of which Tesla is a constituent, is up almost 27%. First quarter production numbers fell short of expectations and were dressed up by the so-called burst week at the end of March to make the weekly production run rate look better than it actually was. And it appears that's again what Tesla did at the end of the second quarter with the aid of the new state-of-the-art tent facility. And yes, that was sarcasm. There is nothing state-of-the-art about it. Sanford Bernstein's Max Warburton, who benchmarked auto assembly plants around the world before becoming a financial analyst, said, "Words fail me. It's insanity." And insanity would appear to be an apt description of Musk's behaviour in recent months. Signs of stress started to show back in May during Tesla's first quarter earnings call when Musk brushed off several analyst questions. Adam Jonas, who until recently has been a vocal bull on Tesla, described the call as the most unusual in his 20 years on the sell side. When Tony Sacconaghi of Sanford Bernstein asked whether Tesla could reach its 25% gross margin target on the Model 3, Musk got defensive. "Yeah, but we're talking about a 3% to 5% difference, and that's something we'll solve like within 3 months to 6 months later," he said. "So don't make a federal case out of it." When Sacconaghi pressed Musk again about capital requirements, Musk brushed him off altogether. "Excuse me, next," he said. "Boring, bonehead questions are not cool. Next." Now, it's hardly a bonehead question given how fast Tesla is burning cash to ask about capital requirements. Musk claimed and continues to claim that Tesla will be both cash flow positive and profitable in the second half of 2018, but Wall Street analysts aren't buying it and believe that Tesla needs to raise significant amounts of capital, as does everyone else paying attention. Also on the same call, when Joe Spack from RBC Capital Markets asked about how many Model 3 reservation holders were setting up their cars when invited to do so, Musk waved him along too. "Sorry," Musk said, "these questions are so dry, they're killing me." But again, that's an important question. Tesla has consistently boasted about receiving 450,000 pre-orders for the Model 3, but how many are taking up the invitation to configure the car, and how many are cancelling, especially since it appears no one will actually receive the much vaunted mass-market $35,000 version. Musk has now admitted that shipping the minimum cost Model 3 right away would cause Tesla to lose money and die. But it was good enough to allow Musk to raise billions of dollars to fund it. Kevin Tynan, a Bloomberg intelligence analyst, said that a Model 3 with a $35,000 price will be the rarest of the rare, perhaps the second most collectible Tesla ever, behind the one floating around in space. Jim Chanos said 2 years ago that the $35,000 car was essentially a pipe dream.
And the other problem, Steve, is that the Model 3, as people think it will be configured, will never be $35,000. Right. It, like a lot of other Tesla models, they come out with a price, and the real effective price is 25 to 50% higher. So the Model 3, as most people would configure it, I think is going to be a $45,000 or $50,000 car. And again, that's a big difference in the mass market from a $35,000 car.
Now, since the first quarter earnings call, Musk has had a couple more meltdowns. Back in May, he went after big media when a not-for-profit investigative journalist outfit revealed multiple reports of safety issues at Tesla factories, brushed under the rug by management. He also accused journalists of clickbait rather than addressing the very real safety issues around Tesla cars, and went on to threaten that he would create a site where the public can rate the truthiness of media stories. Then in early July, Musk went after another journalist, asking/accusing her of acting as a source of insider trading information for one of Tesla's biggest short sellers. Jim Chanos's name doesn't appear in the tweet, but he was the intended target. And here's what Chanos had to say about these tweets recently on CNBC.
One of the tweets he put out, and I want you to respond to it directly if you would. He questioned whether Lynette at Business Insider was serving as an inside trading source for one of Tesla's biggest short sellers, presumably you. You went on Twitter through a third party and denied those allegations. But I want to hear it directly from you, not through a third party.
Yeah.
Is anything that Musk says about your activities true?
No, not one bit. We talk to journalists all the time. We have never received inside information from any journalist at any time, including Tesla. And we've never paid any journalists at any time, including over Tesla, for any access, any information, or in the form of bribes. Nothing, no time, nothing, no money.
What do you make of all of this?
You have to ask
where
him.
This has gone.
You have to ask him. He's making the charge. These are serious charges. He made a serious charge about someone over the weekend involved in the Thai rescue, right? When you make serious charges, you want to bring serious evidence, right? Where's the evidence?
Now, luckily for Musk, a soccer team full of Thai boys and their coach were trapped in a cave, allowing Musk to distract from his conspiracy theory tweet fest to offer help by sending a mini-sub to the rescue, which was of no practical use whatsoever, as one of the cave rescuers noted.
What your thoughts on Elon Musk's idea was?
And stick his submarine where it hurts. It just had absolutely no chance of working. He had no conception of what the cave passage was like. The submarine, I believe, was about 5'6" long, rigid, so it wouldn't have gone round corners or round any obstacles. It wouldn't have made the first 50 meters into the cave from the dive start point. Just a PR stunt.
But Musk didn't like being told that his idea was dumb and just a PR stunt, which is strange when you consider so many of his ideas are just dumb PR stunts. No, instead, Musk decided to accuse the rescuer of being a paedophile, which he subsequently deleted. But of course, the internet always remembers. The cave rescuer is now considering suing Musk for his comments. And just to top it all off, a story surfaced last week showing that Musk was one of the largest donors to a Republican PAC dedicated to maintaining control of the House. Cue the liberal outrage machine, some swearing that they will never buy a Tesla and some even cancelling their reservations. That's going to make the question about the reservation backlog even more pertinent when Tesla has its second quarter earnings call in the first week of August. Now, to be fair, Musk donates to both parties, but of course the eco-friendly Puritans aren't having any of that. They thought their boy was as pure as the driven snow, not just some billionaire buying access. And so that's just a taste of the spectacular Twitter run Musk, the unstable genius, has been on the past few months. I didn't even mention the saboteur accusations, which will now be heading to court, nor his offer to yet again save the day, this time by fixing the drinking water in Flint, Michigan. And don't forget the factory in China, which will take 2 years to build and another 3 years to ramp up to full production, which of course has to be translated from Elon years to human years, meaning it will be 10 years away or won't happen at all, like the Model Y or the Tesla Semi or the solar-powered tiles that never were, all funded by Tesla's soon-to-be positive operating cash flow and profits, of course. Oh, and let's not forget the accelerating list of executive departures. 2018 looks set to be yet another record year. Now, I don't doubt Musk can pull out some one-off accounting treatments to paint the tape for a quarter or two, but at some point he's going to have to produce the goods. Or is he? Can Musk just continue to kick the can down the road, maybe raise some more capital and keep the faithful distracted with vanity projects? Well, he has so far, so maybe he can keep it going for a while longer. But I believe crunch time is approaching, and that's why I am, full disclosure, short Tesla with some long-dated put options. And I'll just add a disclaimer here that all opinions expressed in this video are my own, and they should not be taken as investment advice. I'll see you next time.